It's Monday the 15th of January, 1998, and I'm in the Hardy family basement. This is where the disturbance has been coming from. I can see something. Spirit, who are you? Tell me your name.
How long have you been ill? You must be ill for quite a little while.
Hello, my name's Jonathan West, and this session is being recorded. There'll be a copy made for you, but I'll keep one for my archive. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Can you please tell me your name?
My name is Katie Watkins.
And what would you like to get out of today's session?
Well, I've been feeling really low.
You've had a death in the family, very recently.
My mother. How did you know?
I can see a heaviness to your aura.
Okay, thanks very much. Over now.
This is Christina Blake leaving a message for Jonathan West. I hope you don't mind me calling. I work at Reynolds Accountancy firm in Leicester. I need your help. Can you please give me a call on 0117
Didn't have a very good.
Okay, just double checking the recorder. Yeah, that's going round. Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh,
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your 1404 service from Nottingham, calling at Leicester, then non-stop to St Pancras. I will be putting to the carriage in a moment, so please have your tickets ready. Thank you.
on my way to Reynolds Accountancy to meet with Christina Blake. This is the 15th of October, 2001. It's a dark day. It's pouring outside and... hang on, there's someone a few rows down. She's staring straight at me. She can see me, but I don't think she's really there. She's gone. Vanished. She sort of flickered as we went through the tunnel. It's funny. You never know when or where you're going to see spirits. They always seem to be more visible when I'm doing a job.
Thank you, sir. Next up is yours.
I think they can sense that I'm more open, maybe.
Please. Thank you, madam.
Oh, goodness.
Sir,
I'm getting a funny look now from the man sitting next to her.
tickets, please. Any more tickets?
I wonder if he noticed anything.
Tickets, please. Thank you, madam.
Probably not.
Thank you, sir. Tickets, please.
There we are.
Thank you, sir. Next up is yours.
Thank you. Right, I've just left Leicester Station. It's been ages since I've been here. It's changed a lot. Right, the office isn't too far, 5-minute walk, and I'm intrigued. I've never been called to an office before. It's not the usual place for a haunting. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I think I can see the building. Counter's going round. Yeah.
Oh, are you recording?
Yeah, I record all my cases. I hope that's not a problem.
No, of course not. I just wondered. We don't get very many mediums in the office.
Of course. So, Christina, if you could state your full name for the tape, please.
Sure. It's Christina Blake, but please call me Tina.
Tina. And please call me John.
John. Right.
Can you please tell me why you called me here today?
I don't know where to begin, really. It's been going on for a few months, and I'm at my wit's end. I was having some doubts about calling you, but...
Why don't you just start at the beginning?
Okay. But there's a lot. I've written a lot of it down, so I'm just going to go through it.
You're the head of HR, right?
Yes, I've been here for almost 15 years. We're quite a small team, like a family, really. I know when something's not right. At the moment, we have 3 members of staff off sick.
Oh. Oh, dear. Well, that time of year, isn't it? Bugs going around?
Well, not really. Depression, mental health, I suppose you'd call it. Not unusual in one staff member, but in 3, that set off some serious alarm bells. One quit very suddenly, without warning. He just walked out.
Oh, dear. Well, what were the staff calling in sick with?
Very vague. Headaches, sickness, but nothing sounding that convincing. So 2 of them got signed off sick with stress, but they won't say why or what it is or what we can do to help. All of these people are normally very reliable. 2 of them have been here longer than I have, and Lorna babysits for me and Derek.
This all does sound a bit unfortunate in such a close-knit group. Are you sure there's not more to it? Has anybody fallen out, or...?
No, not that I know of.
So there's a reason that you've asked for my services, and you know some of what I do.
Oh, yes. I saw one of your shows last year at the Royal.
Oh, yes. I love working at the Royal. Do the rest of the office know why I'm here?
No, I've told them you're doing some consulting for a new client.
Right.
I don't know whether they'd accept the truth.
Completely understandable.
It all started before Stephen left.
Stephen, that's the chap you said quit. Just walked out.
Yes, Stephen Morris. He's our office manager, or was. He left with immediate effect in July.
And have the events been happening since then?
Yes. We were going through a particularly busy period, and Stephen was staying late to finish off some client cases and write up the minutes for some very big meetings that were taking place. As the month progressed, Stephen became more withdrawn. He didn't seem like his usual self. I told him to take a few days off holiday to rest and recuperate.
Dina, can I have a word? Oh, sorry.
It's all right. Is it urgent?
No, it can wait. Sorry to interrupt you.
Not a problem. I'll come and find you in a bit.
Okay.
Right, so where were we?
He never came back. I haven't heard from him since. He just left me a voicemail saying he'd handed his notice in with immediate effect.
Do you still have the message?
Yes. We keep all recordings for 12 months.
Hi Tina, it's Stephen. I called. I just called to say that I have to go and I can't come back. I'm sorry, I know how busy it is, but I don't know what to say. I can't sleep, I can't eat, and it's that place. I know I sound mad, but please take my word for it. You know I wouldn't do this over nothing.
He sounds quite distressed. And you've not heard from him since?
Not a word. I'm worried about him.
So you mentioned he was staying late, writing up the minutes. Can I hear them?
Yes, of course. There's nothing too sensitive in them. They'll be locked in the conference room cupboard. I'll go and get them. I'll be back in a sec.
The board and guests were introduced. Kerry Hall was nominated as the new secretary. A motion to elect Kerry was made by David Loft and Lorna Lewis.
Okay. I've just seen him.
Hang on. That's Stephen.
Turn it up a bit.
It walked right past me. It went into the meeting rooms opposite and they're all locked. I checked earlier. But I could see it through the glass in meeting room 2, standing with its back to me. The door was locked. I don't know why I'm recording this, but I feel like I need to make a record of it. God, am I going mad? There's no one here but me. The building is empty.
Item on the agenda. David Luff confirmed Lucy Cheng as our main...
So he thought there was something here.
Yes.
Tina, are you okay?
Yes, I'm just a bit shocked.
There's something else though, isn't there, Tina?
Well, I don't know how it's so strange.
You've seen it too, haven't you?
Yes. Well, sort of. I've heard it. Footsteps, but no one's there, and this feeling that something was wrong, like a strange anxiety, you know?
Okay, there's no one here. I must be imagining it. I feel so stupid. These late nights are really getting to me. Right, I'm going to lock up, get myself home. Now, where are my keys? Not in my pocket. Oh, I must have left them on my desk. Right, shutter down. Oh, don't tell me they're by the meeting rooms. Okay. There's nothing here. I'm just being stupid. Right, almost there. It must have fallen out earlier. Oh, I'm still recording. What was that? Who's there? Who's there?
That's why I love doing these shows. I'm able to give so many messages to so many people. Now, I have time for one more reading. I'm getting a male energy. George. I have a George standing to my left. He's wearing a flat cap and pointing to his jaw on the right-hand side. Had a tooth removed? Does that mean anything to anyone? Yes, you, sir. Hello. Janice, can we get a microphone to the gentleman there in the red sweater? Thank you.
Or Bahamas when you're finished. This process only takes a minute.
Okay, I'm just leaving the building now. A really interesting meeting with Tina. I think there's something very odd going on, and this Stephen seems to be the person who's seen the most of this entity, or whatever it is. Well, I've got his number, and I think I'll give him a call when I get home.
I want you to stop calling. I've got all your messages and I don't know how the bloody hell you got my number. But if you think this is some kind of joke, I am not going to talk to you. I left that place. I'm never going back. And if this is some kind of sick joke, you can piss right off. Don't ever call me again.
It's March the 3rd, 1998, and I'm standing in the attic of the Wilson family. The children's bedroom is directly below. They reported hearing footsteps running up and down the rafters. Their parents thought they might have rats at first, but they don't.
So it's for...
Okay then, it's 3:10. I'm just on my way out to see Stephen. Just check, see if I've got everything with me. Here we... Oh, hang on. Hello? Hello? Hang on. Right, that's speaker on. Who is this? Hello? Who is this? Very odd. That was the office number. Very strange. Could have been crossed line, maybe. I think the person was asking for help. It was very faint. Okay, so I'm in the Cobbler's Cafe, waiting for...
Hello, pot of tea for one.
Ah, lovely, thank you.
Oh, my pleasure, enjoy.
Lovely. Now, I've been here for about 10 minutes, and... Oh, hang on a minute. I think that's him. Hi, Stephen.
Are you Jonathan?
Yes, hi, thanks for coming. What can I get you?
Oh, no, I'm fine, thanks. I'm not going to stay long.
Sure, that's fine. Look, I know this is strange, but thank you so much for meeting me.
Sure.
Can I ask what made you change your mind?
I don't know. I mean, I was pretty angry when you called.
Well, understandable.
I just feel like someone needs to get to the bottom of this. And I mentioned your name to my sister, and she's seen your shows.
Ah, right. Yes, I think I've done a few around here recently. I was at the Little Theatre about 6 months ago, I think.
Yeah, that must have been it. She said you were really good.
Well, yes, I have my moments. But on a serious note, I can sense something else. How are you?
I'm not doing well at all. I haven't been sleeping.
Since you left the company?
Yeah, it started while I was there.
I see.
Just keep turning it over and over in my head.
Everything alright with your meal?
What I saw, it wasn't right.
Sure.
Great, give me a shout if you need anything.
Now, you know I've heard the recording you've made.
Yeah, I made a few.
Well, so I have some idea of what is going on, but I just wanted to go over a few
Your
details with you.
final message.
Oh, it's about 9:30 p.m. It's here again. I can feel it. I haven't seen anything. Not yet. What was that?
I'm locking the building up in 5 minutes. Just checking you've got your keys.
Yep, I've got them. I'll be done in a minute. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you, mate.
All right. Well, good night, Stephen.
Good night, Trevor. Oh my God, I'm losing my mind. It was just Trevor. I forgot he was still here. Right, I can't finish this now. I'm going to do it tomorrow morning. If I get in at 7 o'clock, I should be fine. What? I haven't set anything to print. It's just black. It's just printing black. Oh my God, it's all over me. It's all over my fingers. It won't stop. Why won't you stop? But it wasn't copying anything. Right, if I open this up, there'll be more pages in the machine if it's got jammed in there. Come on. Whose face is that? Oh, it's horrible. Who has a face like that?
So, it was a face.
Yeah, it was faint, but I could make it out.
This wasn't being copied. There was nothing in the copier itself.
No, I checked.
Perhaps it was something somebody else had printed earlier.
No, it was,
You recognized it.
yes,
Seen it before.
yes. A few nights earlier.
Who was it? Do you still have the image?
I burned it.
Burned it.
You would have done the same if you'd seen it. It wasn't right.
Bill, yeah, I'll be with you in a second.
Okay, so today's been very interesting. I've met Stephen, and I've spoken to Tina about staying late in the office tonight. She's not going to stay herself, but she's left me her home number if I have any problems. I think I'm just going to take a nap now before I go back. I could be there all night, and I won't have my wits about me when... Oh, hang on. Hello, Jonathan West speaking. Hello? Yes, you called yesterday. Hang on, I'm just going to go put this on speaker so I can record this. Ah. Hello? Who is this? You want me to help you? I can help you. Am I speaking with spirit? I need you to tell me who you are and what you want. This is very strange. Whoever or whatever that is, it called me from the Reynolds office line. It's strong.
Hi, John. It's Tina. I know you'll be well on your way by now, but something's come up. A bit of a family emergency. I've told Matt and Kerry that you're coming, and one of them's going to stay until you arrive. So sorry about this, but give me a call tomorrow and let me know how you get on. Okay, bye.
Oh, hello, this is...
Okay, so it's almost 6 p.m. I'm back at the office. Train was 10 minutes late, but Tina should be waiting for me. I just hope I'm not too late. Well, most of the lights are out. I can see Tina's office. It's dark, though. Hello, Tina? Jesus Christ!
Oh, sorry.
I'm late. Is Tina still here?
She had to leave suddenly. She told me you were coming. You're consulting?
Oh, yes. Yes, that's right. Have you been here long?
Too long. But it's a good company, like a family, really.
Yes, Tina said. But you've had a few people off sick, haven't you? Must be tough.
You know where everything is?
Yeah, fine, thanks.
I'm off now. I'll leave you to it. Had enough of this place for the day.
Oh, anything wrong? Something wrong here?
Oh, no. I just need to get home. You've got Tina's number if you need anything.
Yes, okay. Good night.
Night. Don't stay too late.
That was weird. He seemed a little anxious to get out of here. Okay, let's put a few lights on. If the entity is active enough to interfere with the phone lines tonight, it's sure to manifest itself somehow. Time to get cozy. Let's put this down. Right, okay. Time for a wander. Okay, so the room I was in with Tina the other day is behind me. Over ahead to the right are meeting rooms where Stephen thought he saw something. Let's go and have a look. So I'm standing outside the meeting rooms. There are 4 of them, and they each have glass doors on them. All of them are dark. Hang on, I think this is the light switch. Okay, now, can I get in? Okay, so this one's locked too. Right, let's try. Oh. Okay, so this is meeting room number 4. Looks pretty standard to me. There's seating for about 20 people, a projector screen, windows along the left-hand side, and an empty water jug on the table. It's pretty dusty. Wonder how long this has been here. Who's that? Hello? Hello? I'm standing by the lifts. The doors have just closed. No one's here. What was that? What? The jug, it's moved. It's marked. I can see in the dust. It's that wasn't there before. It's a handprint. Hey! The door, it's locked. Hello? Hello? Who's there? Hello? There's someone there. It's suddenly gotten very cold and I can see someone across the office. I think you can see me too. Hello? Hello? Who are you? Oh my God, it's approaching the door. I surround myself with white light. I ask my guardian angels to protect me against any negative energies that may wish me harm. Spirit, who are you? I said, who are you? It's there. I can see it by the door. It looks like a man. I can't see its face. Oh God! It's trying to get in. The door's locked. What's it doing? It's just staring at me. What does it want? I think it's saying something. I can hear it. It's very faint.
You all right in here?
Who are you?
Is everything all right?
I thought I was the only one here.
I was just coming up to say my shift has ended and I'm off.
Oh, right. Of course.
Tina said you'd be here late tonight. Rather you than me.
Right.
Well, I'll be off then. Try to keep the noise down, yeah?
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, of course. Good night.
Night.
Jesus. Well, it's just gone 9:30 p.m. and it's been 10 minutes since I saw the security chap, and he gave me quite a scare. The entity I saw, it was in human form. I mean, it was so hard to see through the glass. It was almost as if it didn't have a face. Well, I'm alone now, and I've got a feeling it's going to be a long night. Okay, just coming up to 9:55. I have the jug in front of me, and I'm just going to conduct a little pendulum experiment. So, setting the pendulum clockwise for yes. There it goes. And anti-clockwise for no. Yep, that's it. Okay. But now I'm holding the pendulum over the jug. The handprint is still faintly visible and may carry some residual energy from whatever made it. I call upon my guardian angels to assist me and guide me with their white light. Okay, here we go. Is the spirit that made this handprint on the water jug still present? Oh, it's moving. Clockwise? That's a yes. Is the entity that is with us human in origin? Clockwise? Yes. Oh, hang on. Anti-clockwise? Yes and no. Okay, that's a yes. Did you die here? Yes. No. What does that mean? What's that? The clock, it's moving. It's moving really fast. 2 a.m.? 2:30? 3 a.m.? Oh, okay. For the tape, the wall clock has just cracked and fallen to the floor. Who did this? I am asking the entity that is with me now, please show yourself. you? Spirit, who are you? Tell me your name, Spirit. I come in light, please tell me who you are. It's now 10:15 and the place is silent. I've just had a walk around and I'm completely alone. Well, I feel something here and it's very strong. But I can't tell whether it's a human spirit that's become trapped here or whether it's something else. Something that was possibly never human, or has been taking human shape to torment or scare its prey. But why? What could it want? I'm going to conduct a few more tests. I'll try the dowsing rods next. They can often point to areas of energy, negative or otherwise, that could shed some light on exactly where the entity is residing in the building. Right, okay, so yes, I am recording. I'll just pop that into my top pocket. Yeah, there it goes. Right, the dowsing rods at the ready. So, I'm just walking slowly down the central corridor. Nothing so far. I'm now walking to the meeting rooms. Oh, hang on. Yes, there's something. My left rod is turning a little. Okay, just moving closer. And they've been crossed over each other, yes. I'm outside meeting room 4. That explains the handprint in the door, closing by itself earlier. I'm back in the central office. There are desks either side of me. I'm just walking around the left-hand side now. Oh, this desk is messy. At the end of this area, there are the main lifts. Shit, someone's coming up the lift. Oh, Christ. How am I going to explain this? The lift's empty. What's going on? Well, my rods have crossed completely. There's something here. Who's there? Spirit, please show yourself. It wants to show me something. I'm going in. We're moving, going down, floor 1. Gosh, it is suddenly colder. Yes, thank you. Are we nearing the basement? It's freezing. I can see my breath. I'm in the basement level. God, it's really dark down here. Where's the light switch? Much better. Now I can see. So, I'm in the basement. It seems to be a storage area for all the different floors. There are cages on either side of me. Let's have a look. This one seems to be for the cleaner. Yeah, there's a vacuum cleaner, lots of bottles, right? I'm just going to follow the dowsing rods and see where they lead me to. Oh God, no, please don't go out. Although, yes, I think I have my torch in my pocket. I'm outside the storage unit for the company, and weirdly, or fortunately, it's open. I'm just looking inside. It seems to be old stationery. There's an old printer. Those reams of paper with the perforation on the side. Haven't seen those for years. This can't be used much anymore. There's bags of waste paper, lots of them. There's one of the bag that's open. Some of it's on the floor. It's been ripped open. These are all black. Every page, like just blacking. It's coming off of my hands. Hundreds and hundreds of pages, all black. Christ, I'm getting filthy. These are different. There's something. It's a faint shape in the black. Is it a face? It could be. It's so faint, but this is what Stephen was talking about. This paper's been here for years. Shit! Just cut myself. Oh, it's really bleeding. Just a paper cut. Bloody hell, it really hurts. I'm getting out of here. I need a plaster or three.
Doors open. Doors closed.
Oh, it's still bleeding. Shit! Oh, my shoes. Be a first aid kit on the third floor, hopefully. We've stopped. Oh. Christ, it's stuck. Hello? Is anyone there? Hello, I'm stuck between the second and third floor. Hello? Hello, can anyone hear me? Oh, thank God, hello. Can you help me? The lift is stuck. Hello? Who is this? What? Who are you? What do you want? What are you? I want you to tell me who or what you are. I need you to tell me. Oh my God. Stop. Spirit. Oh my God. Spirit. I ask you to stop. Stop.
Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? I'm resetting the lift system. Hold on a sec.
Oh, thank God.
You all right there, Duck?
Yes, thanks. I was just getting a bit worried there for a second. Envisaged me being stuck in there all night.
You would have been if I hadn't forgotten my glasses and had to come back. Looks like you're bleeding like hell there.
Just a paper cut. Just out of interest, was I the only person in the building?
Yeah, just you.
Just wanted to make sure. I thought I heard another member of staff.
No one stays late these days.
Just out of interest, you haven't noticed anything strange here recently, have you? Anything out of the ordinary?
Like what?
Well, I don't know. Things moving around? Maybe seeing something odd out of the corner of your eye?
Oh, not you as well. You've only been coming in here the last few days. Well, if you want my opinion, it's all a load of rubbish. I've worked here longer than anyone, and I've never seen anything like that. Not that I'd believe it anyway.
Yeah, well, of course. Well, I best be off. Can I use your phone to book a taxi?
Yeah, no worries, Duck. Dial 9 first. The number for city cabs is just there.
Thank you. Okay, I've just been listening back to some of my notes. There's definitely some distortion on the tape, and I'm sure I can hear the entity's voice quite clearly in the recordings. This is fantastic. It's proof that we're dealing with the supernatural, and I'm pretty sure this entity is demonic. It may be taking human form to present itself. I'm going to need to do some reading about how to get rid of it.
What's that, mate?
Oh, nothing. Sorry, I'm just speaking to myself, recording some notes. Could you take the next left, please? It's a little way off.
Sure thing.
Watch out! Did I see someone step out in front of the car?
Yeah. He just vanished. I did see that, right?
Yeah, I saw it too. Was it a man?
I don't know. I know it was fast. But his face...
What about his face?
It just, it looked like it wasn't there.
Right. Okay, well, no one was hurt. Are you alright?
Yeah, fine, mate. Right, I think I can see the turning.
The time is 3:05 a.m. Haven't had a wink of sleep. Couldn't stop thinking about the incident in the lift. That voice, didn't sound human. In fact, it didn't sound like anything I could describe. I think the entity must be quite strong, as it appears to be able to manifest in a number of different ways. What happened in the taxi? What the driver said about the face, I didn't see myself. He seemed pretty concerned, disturbed even. I figured I might as well listen back to more of Stephen's recordings while I'm awake, just to see if there's something I've missed.
Whose face is that? Oh, it's horrible. Who has a face like that? That's the man I saw. I'm sure it's him. Oh God, oh my God, oh my God. I can hear something. It's footsteps. Oh my God, it's getting closer. Oh God, where's the key? Where's the bloody key? So the shutter, it just opened by itself. You have to use the key. It's usually left in the lock, but it's gone. That thing was out there. I heard it. Is that the lift? Is there someone here? Oh God, I've got to get out of here. Maybe it's Trevor. That's it. It has to be Trevor. Trevor? Trevor, is that you, mate? Hello? Trevor?
Doors closed.
Oh God, what was that?
Doors open.
The key. The key to the shutter. It's there. On the lift floor. Okay. When the door's open, I'm going to grab that key, I'm locking up, and then I am going to get out of here, and I am not coming back. I am never coming back. Come on. Open, just open, for God's sake, just open.
Doors open.
There was nothing there. The door opened and it was just a drop. It wanted to kill me. It wanted to bloody kill me. I'm out of here. Sod this place. I'm going. I'm getting out of here. There was nothing there.
I've had enough of this for tonight. Even if I can't sleep, I'm going to try to get some rest. In the morning, I'm going to try and crack this as soon as possible. Whatever this entity is, I'm fairly sure it means harm. Putting this on speaker. Okay.
Hello?
Hello, Stephen. This is Jonathan West. How are you doing? Is now a good time to speak with you?
I'm just about to head out.
Okay, look, I won't take up much of your time. Glad to hear you're getting out and about a bit more.
Yeah, you see, I kind of want to leave all that stuff behind me, you know?
Perfectly understandable. But I do have a favour to ask you, Stephen, if that's okay.
What is it?
Well, I was just wondering if you'd heard anything unusual on your tapes. The ones you record the minutes on. Only I've just been doing some...
No, I haven't heard anything. Look, I've got to go now.
Hold on. I only need to know, do you have any more tapes?
Yeah, there is one more. It's in the office, but it's hidden. Look, I'm going now, and I hope you managed to sort all this out, but I'd really rather that you didn't call me again, okay?
Of course, okay. Thanks for your help, Stephen.
Thanks. Good luck.
Could you just tell me where you hid it? Well, I suppose that's an answer in itself, isn't it? Where did he hide it? Why did he hide it? Perhaps the tape is helping to keep the entity tied to the office. Maybe if I can remove it, it'll remove the haunting. It's worth a try. I'll head over there as soon as I finish my coffee. Oh, perhaps he's just had second thoughts about telling me. Oh, hi Stephen, thanks for calling back.
Hello, Mr. West. This is City Cars returning your call.
Yes, of course. Well, thanks for getting back to me.
Very sorry, but we haven't had any gloves handed in by our drivers.
Oh well, not to worry. I'm sure they'll turn up.
In fact, are you sure you took a cab with us last night? Our number is very similar to capital cabs. Maybe use them instead?
No, it was definitely you. Why?
Well, we didn't have any records of your trip you made with us last night.
We had a bit of an incident, a near collision with a pedestrian. Surely your driver would remember that.
Well, Mike's off sick today. Do you remember his name?
No. Tall guy, red hair.
Oh yes, that's him. Very odd that we don't have it on our records. Maybe he forgot to log it.
Right, well, never mind. You will call me if you find them.
Yeah, of course, Mr. West. Goodbye.
Oh. So, I'm in the library. I'm keeping my voice down as I don't want to disturb anyone, and there is a particularly stern-looking librarian doing the rounds, and I do not want to make him angry. So I've got a load of papers from 1967 and some microfilm documents. I'm by myself in a cosy corner, so I think it'll be fine to talk through anything I might, well, hopefully find. Let's see. So I'm starting at the end of 1966 with the Leicester Mercury. Nothing. Oh, is that it? Yeah, that's the building. This is very interesting. Yeah, here's the Reynolds building going up, and some pictures of the councillors who approved the building. Criminal, really, when you see the beautiful Victorian buildings next to it. Right, that's the opening of the building. Doesn't give too many details. Let's just see if there's anything else. Well, I'm up to June. Still nothing. September, nothing. October, nothing. Oh, hang on. What's this? Ah. Wow, this is it. Local man in death plunge investigation. Arthur Rankin. Found dead at the bottom of the lift shaft, been dead for over a week when the body was found. Oh, you beauty, that's it. Hang on, that rings a bell. Where have I heard that name before? So the body was found by a worker from a different company on the ground floor. The name sounds really familiar. Checkers. I'm sure that's where my aunt worked. It was a toy company. She worked as a PA for the manager. Always got me great presents for birthdays and Christmas. Wonder if she remembers anything. This probably happened around the same time she was there, before she was off on maternity leave. What do you want? I can see you. I can't understand what you're saying. You shouldn't be here. You need to go towards the light. Do you understand me? It's gone. It's very faint, almost an outline. Possibly been here for years.
Excuse me, can you keep the noise down, please,
Oh,
sir?
yes, sorry.
Who are you talking to? Are you recording on that?
No.
Hi, Jonathan. Sorry I missed your call. Lovely to hear from you, and I was very surprised to hear you're looking at the Reynolds building. Yes, you're right, I did work there in 1967, I think it was. There was something that happened, but not at my company. I think some poor chap died. Oh, and before I forget, I've got that box out of the attic you wanted. Your mum's old tape recorder is in there. It's rather heavy, so I'll bring it round when the car's back from the garage. Okay, well, love to you, and see you soon.
Let me know, and perhaps I can do something to help. You never know.
God, what time is it? It's almost 1 a.m. You'd be calling at this hour. Must have been a wrong number. I'll unplug it. I don't want to be woken up again. Oh, Christ. Hello? Hello, this is Jonathan West. Who's this? Hello? Who is this? Look, it's 1 o'clock in the morning and you've woken me up. Let me just check the number. That's the office. But you've called me before. I'm putting on speaker. Is this the entity I've been dealing with? Am I speaking to Arthur? Am I speaking to Arthur Rankin? I am here to help you. Who is with you? Are you alone? You are not Arthur Rankin. Who are you? Who are you? What are you?
Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Right, cheers for now. Bye.
Who is with you? Are you alone?
So that's it. That's the thing everyone's been seeing.
Yes, and as you can hear, it's powerful. I think it drew Arthur to his death and has now assumed his form in order to scare its victims. You see, entities like this need energy to survive, and it will take its energy any way it can. Stephen saw full manifestations, as have I. But the other workers may have felt ill or uneasy without seeing anything.
Well, that explains the staff sickness. It's unbelievable. So the footsteps I heard, that was this demon?
Yes. You mentioned you felt heaviness, uneasiness.
Yes. I felt drained, very anxious. Gave me nightmares.
Entities on this darker plane often have no image, if you will. It will need to take the shape of something familiar to those around it in order to cause as much fear and terror as possible.
The voice on the tape, that's the demon?
Yes, it is. I've been conducting some tests over the last few years. This is why I record everything. A lot of supernatural occurrences can be recorded on audio tape. The being we are dealing with is possibly hundreds of years old, and will have to move on to newer hunting grounds once it's been seen by several people. Stephen mentioned there is another tape. A tape he has hidden somewhere in this office.
Why would he do that?
I'm not sure. But I think he must have recorded something that scared him. The trouble is, there's no chance of removing the entity if that recording is still here. It could be acting as an anchor.
Keeping it here, you mean?
I need to find it and get rid of it. And we ought to get started.
Are you coming for a drink, Tina? A few of us are heading to the pub. The Fox, if you want to join us.
Oh, thanks. If I get a chance, I'll come in and say hi, but I might be in here a bit later than usual tonight.
No worries. Might see you later then. Oh, nice to see you again.
You too. I thought you said the office was empty.
How are you getting on?
Nothing yet. Still got another 2 boxes left to search through.
Oh, let's have a look. Hang on. This could be it. November 2000.
Ah, last year. Let's open the file. It's empty.
Strange. It was only a few months ago. Surely you wouldn't have thrown it out. There's regulations for this sort of thing.
Never mind. Can we look?
Oh my god.
What?
Look. Over there. That chair.
What chair?
Look. Can't you see?
It's moving by itself.
It stopped.
The lights.
Everything's off. Oh, thank God.
What's that noise?
Sounds like the air conditioning unit.
I don't think it's on. Can it be opened? There's something up there, I can feel it.
What would be up there?
That's what I'm going to find out. Here, hold this. I'll use this as a step up.
Be careful. Do you need anything?
No. Carry one of these multi-tools, very useful. It's got a screwdriver attachment. Right, here goes.
Did you hear that?
Sorry?
I heard something. Hello? Trevor?
What is it?
Hang on, John. I just saw Trevor. I just need to let him know we'll be here for a bit. Trevor? Hello? Are you there? I could have sworn.
Doors open.
Oh, Jesus. Hello?
Doors closed.
Who's there? Trevor? Is that you?
Doors open. Doors closed.
Hello?
Doors open.
Hello? Who are you? Gosh, it's so dark. Are you lost? Why isn't the light working? I think you need to be on a different floor. Our office is closing now and... Hello? You need to be on the ground floor. We're closing the office now. I'm sorry. I've just seen it. In the
Where was it?
It was right there. In the back of the lift. The light. I couldn't get it to work.
It's working now. What did it look like?
Oh, it was horrible. At first I thought it was someone who got lost. He looked real. He was standing facing the corner. He wouldn't answer me. Then he slowly... He turned to face me.
Did you see its face?
Yes. Well... No.
It's all right. Tell me.
It was blank. Like a dark void, but... I felt such terror as it looked at me. Oh, God. It's so cold.
I can see your breath. It's freezing. I found what we were looking for in the ear duct. This is the tape. We're both sitting in the main office. Tina has just had an incredible encounter with the entity that is haunting the building. It was in the lift. A full manifestation. The man without a face.
It was horrible.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. Thanks for the tea.
You've had a nasty shock. These things, beings, they take delight in frightening and taking energy. That's why it's so cold. It'll be gone for a while. It'll need to recharge its batteries, as it were.
I don't want to have to see it ever again.
Hopefully you won't have to. I want to get rid of it for good. It seems to be concentrated around the lift shaft. I've been doing a little research, and there was a death here in 1969. A man was working alone one night. Arthur Rankin was his name, I believe, and he fell 3 floors down the lift shaft. Apparently he didn't die immediately, but unfortunately the office was closed for a week.
Oh, God.
I'm pretty certain the demon led him to his death. That's why it's taken his form. This is the tape.
Oh, but it's all so badly burned.
Yes, but it's intact. The tape is undamaged.
Should we play it?
No. It needs to be kept somewhere safe. The entity here, this has been keeping it here, trapped on the analog tape. I can see auras, and there is a very dark outline around this. It's hard to describe, but it's bad. But one thing is very clear to me. No one must ever listen to this tape again. I shall be performing a cleansing ritual now. I will need to be alone, and it's the one part of this that I won't be recording.
You're sure it will go?
Yes. So that's it. I'm all alone. Tina's waiting for me downstairs. I've performed the ritual with the help of my spirit guides and guardian angels. They've come through, as always, and this place is clear. There was a heaviness from the moment I arrived, but I can safely say that it has lifted. I am exhausted. I'm going to sleep well tonight. The Demonic Tapes podcast is a Mansfield Dark production. Season 1 was written by Richard Mansfield and Adam Wooden and is based on true events. Starring Matthew Hunt as Jonathan West, Catherine Redwood as Tina Blake, and Daniel Mansfield as Stephen Morris. With Elizabeth Watkins, Richard Fife, Andrew Williams, Jessica Bruff, Brodie Bradford Tom, Alice Knight, Caroline Watkins, Erica Wood, and Molly Wright. The Demonic Tapes feature films are available on Amazon Prime and YouTube. Season 2 of the Demonic Tapes podcast is coming very soon. Here is a short preview.
They are here, and I am there. Take me forward, spirit. I am in a room. It is dark and a fire burning low in the hearth. Above me I can see pictures, but they are too dark. I can't see who they are. Wait. There is someone else in here with me? Spirit, I ask you who you are. Please step forward so I may see you. Who are you? I ask you to tell me who you are and what you want with Jack. He's gone. But there is still someone in this room with me. Please show yourself. Why did you kill me? Please give me your name, spirit. Oh, she's getting closer. Why can't I see your face? Step back, please. Get back. I surround myself with white light. Spirit, I command you to get away from me. Who are you? Why did you kill me? Why did you kill me? Why did you kill me? Why did you